Hello and welcome back, folks. HeirofCarthage here, or Heir of Hashut, I should say, and let's get back to some Dawijar action with the Chaos Dwarves. So we definitely got our work cut out for us. There's multiple wars, and we made some good progress on the last episode. Hopefully we don't end up taking a few steps back on this episode, which obviously can sometimes happen, depending on what the circumstances are. But yeah, it looks like we've got some work to get done. Where was this army headed? This army... I cannot remember where... Oh, I think I was headed down here to come head off Queek, because Queek looks like he has a decent army. There's some more Clan Rictus garbage down here that we need to mop up. There was this army of Clan Rictus that's coming through, but I had... Looks like we had these new armies, so I'll use those to see if we can help cut off our enemies, and then I had this army headed over here. Okay, so I do have movement points with this army, and I can come attack this guy outside of the settlement. Now, he may run away. My goal here is to try and pull Azag out of the settlement onto open ground where the Iceforge Legion can destroy him and his troops, and it looks like our gambit may work here, so let's go ahead and fight this one. Battle's underway. I went ahead and Vanguard deployed my Hobgoblin Archers so that I could focus out their Giant and then intercept their Lord here if I need to. I've also got a summon unit I can use, but I figured this would be a good way for me to get rid of their Giant without, you know, too much. Oh my gosh, the Iceforge Legion just absolutely dumpstered their Lord. I had no idea it could hit like that on a single entity. Wow. It didn't get him as bad that time, but I mean, it just completely annihilated him on that first round. That was absolutely bananas. All right, the Giant is down, and ooh, he just took another gruesome hit off of that Iceforge Legion, and he's gonna be dead. Like, there's... Yeah. All right, well, that takes care of that. So that's round one. We can await the reinforcements because I do want to kill them. They're going to be coming out of a choke point, I believe. Let's move our forces up. Something like this, and then the Iceforge Legion, let's move it up too. I think the reinforcements have to come around this way. I don't know, maybe they can go back around behind that. We'll see, but I'm thinking there's going to be a big bottleneck over here, and I would love to take advantage of said bottleneck. I'll put my Lord up here just to get some eyes on, but I think the bottleneck's going to be right here. I'll leave some cavalry kind of free on this flank. Let's just keep moving our units up. All right. I'm going to continue awaiting those reinforcements. It's going to be another minute, which should give me plenty of time to get in position. Maybe with the exception of the Iceforge Legion, because it's incredibly slow. In fact, we could move these units out of the way of the Iceforge Legion so it doesn't get all jammed up on them. So we definitely want that unit in play. Okay, there's Azag and his reinforcements. He's got multiple Giants. Yeah, we definitely want our Iceforge Legion over here as quickly as possible. Let's come cram up this choke point, because that'll limit the maneuvering options of the enemy. And here comes the Iceforge Legion. It is actually probably well within range, so let's go ahead and just open up on these big ones. All right, Azag is attacking my leader. I might be able to take him. Azag's pretty powerful. Let's just turn around and get Azag right here. Oh, he landed. What a moron. Alright, yeah, Azag is utterly stupid. So he landed, and he's gonna get dumpstered here for sure. Let's see, I've got a big bombardment we can drop there. Iceforge Legion just needs to keep letting it rip right into the middle of that mess. I put that summon up there just to kind of give us a little bit of eyes on. And then let's see, Azag is over here getting properly crapped on. And we are doing massive damage to the reinforcements. And there goes Azag. He's toast. He's gonna get back in the air, unfortunately. I'm gonna send my Lord to kind of chase him down. Alright, our strategy of kind of fixing the enemy here is paying off. I really actually probably want to go ahead and get a burning head this direction as well. Just send it this way to disrupt the enemy formation as it comes in. Move my archers back into a safe position. The Iceforge Legion has already caused tremendous damage here. And the burning head just cut a swath through there. Let's go ahead and use our healing potion. And I've got a bombardment here as well. Let's just go ahead and drop it down back here. Okay. And I'm going to start focusing giants with my archers. Let's countercharge there. And let's get ready to countercharge on this flank. Giants coming down. Countercharge, countercharge. Cavalry from the flank. Okay. Azag is back. Let's see if we can finish him. And I'm going to come back here and get into those units, and then let's summon a Fireborn here. Alright, we got one giant down. Let's go for another. Alright. Azag is putting up a little more of a fight than I would have liked him to here. Try and drop as much magic as we can. Our front line, though, is holding up really rather nicely. It's a pretty vicious fight at the moment. Iceforge Legion doing quite well. There is a piece of artillery back there. Let's try and hit that right there. Alright, the Giants are definitely getting focused down. I've got my great weapon units here that are putting some hurt on them, and then my bows are also putting a hurt on them. And I think we can try and sure nothing really escapes here. I'm trying to... My units are automatically going into defensive coming into battle. I don't know if that's just a Chaos Dwarf thing or what, but I've noticed that in the last few battles. Ooh, a lot of friendly fire there. That's not what I wanted. Let's go kill that Goblin Rocklopper. Alright, so we got a lot of damage done on that giant, and this other one going down to its... What is this? Oh, it's a breath attack. I didn't realize we had the breath attack. Finally used it. Alright, we got one giant down. Let's take that one down. I was sending my Wolf Riders to try and get the catapult, but I think it got off of the screen. I'm kind of just trying to get a hold of some of these other units as they rout. Alright, giants are out. Let's end the battle. And I really like Gordo's because he makes this Hobgoblin army so much fun. We just otherwise wouldn't really get to use that army, so it is pretty awesome, I think, that we get it. So definitely makes that army fun, different, and powerful, all in the same go. Alright, so Azag somehow escaped that alive despite being dead, which is an impressive feat. Being alive after being dead. We're actually in the negative on armaments right now. Not sure why. Oh, it's probably because of all the units we took on and the upkeep for that. Yeah, so we need to build up some factories. Let's do that. So if I get a factory going here. And let's rebuild our gold mine and some defenses. We could rush that construction of the factory. I don't have a ton of labor right now. What else did we just get recently? It was a factory, right? So we got a factory in place here. We got a factory in place there. So we're going to run short of armaments. We could grab some on military convoys as well. We've got one that's going to be back at Capital in one turn, and we can send it after some armaments. We can hopefully turn that number. Now, we can turn a couple of our outposts around here, too. So, like, for instance, we could convert to a factory. So let's do that. We'll go ahead and convert that one to a factory, and Let's convert 2 of them to factories. Hopefully that'll balance it off. Actually, let's not do those ones to a factory because they are convert to factory. And let's take this one. Convert to factory. Okay. Let's convert those 2 because they're a little further back from enemy lines, and I think we've made all the moves that we can for this turn. Like, I don't think we have armies. We can still move. Astragoth is up on his 49th skill point, so almost done with his skill points. Close, crushing charge. Ooh, man, it would be fun to rack up a little more damage on our centaurs, but I mean, let's be honest, they are probably already about as crazy as they're gonna get. May not be a bad idea just to finish his magic or give him the deadly onslaught. Let's go ahead and give him deadly onslaught, and then see our Ford Taruk here. Just start dropping points here to Hashut Scales and unassigned skill points for our Convoy Overseer. This finished all of the skill points here. He's finished the Bulwark, which is great. And he's got him some mounts. Let's just kind of keep doing some work here, like firing drills. Make that army continuously stronger. Let's go check out the rest of our characters with skill points here. Alright, so it would be good to get Flamestorm on this character, but we had wanted Unbridled Cruelty, which we got, and that helped with our upkeep, if I remember right. We had to do some work to kind of get our upkeep the way we wanted to after the takeover of that faction. Let's see. Blows. So we have not done firing drills for this army, but this is our Goblin army, so we wouldn't want firing drills. Could get Despoilers, which gives us a little more. We've got the Headdress, which gives some missile resistance, which isn't bad. Let's maybe go ahead and do... I'm trying to remember what Cascading Fire Cloak. Alright, it gives the weapon. That's not a bad spell. Let's go ahead and do a skill point there in Flaming Sword. Gore continues to level up. We'll just kind of spend it on his individual skills. And anybody else? Nope. Okay. So we're going to skip the building upgrades. We do have a commandment available, which I will take care of. We have another commandment available up here. It says we have an imminent rebellion and desolation. I do have an army headed that direction, so hopefully we can put that rebellion down. And we have another commandment available here as we've put together more provinces. This one we took over. I don't know if we really need this building there. That might, it would give me 1,500 upkeep in the province. 2,400. I don't know how important those are to me, really. All right, this should be all right. Is one of these buffing our factory by chance? Unfortunately, no. Let's remind myself what else is in the build tree over here. So this one, raw materials consumed. Conclave influence. Man, I'd like to have that conclave influence building, actually. Let's go ahead and tear down one of these, because like I just don't see this one being massively useful at the moment. Let's tear that down and put the building in that gives us extra conclave influence. Nothing gonna be bad about that. Let's end our turn. Let's get our armament situation taken care of over the next couple turns, because again, our upkeep cost in armaments went way up because we picked up 2 more armies that have units that are being buffed by those upgrades that we got in the Forge. Hope that wasn't a factory. So we're going to have to retake Mount Silverspear again because of more rodents in the vicinity. But I do have a large army nearby. They want me to join their war against the Fecundites. I am not going to do that because I have a trade agreement with them, so no. But trying to get me to break agreements, you jerk. You all sort out your own differences. Bash each other in the head, get it over with, and then move on. Let's do things the Chaos way here. There's still plenty of other skulls to crack. We don't need... Oh, man. Where is the mash one finger? Really? Like, just why? Like, he's going to declare war on me and take the settlement that I was just sitting in. And then I'm going to double back and destroy him. I don't really see the purpose in this. It's another moment of not-so-brilliant AI shenanigans. We really need to get down here and take over the vampire territory and keep the pressure up. We don't want to let them get in, cause issues either, so I'm thinking about going underground and getting after the vampires down here. We'll see what we're up against with them. Okay, looking at the armament situation. We're definitely going to continue to need armaments. Where were those settlements I just changed over? Right here. So we converted it to a factory, but we're going to have to upgrade in order to... I'm just going to rush the construction, and we'll move our labor around as needed. And then I can go ahead and put in factory or a gunsmith here. And a gunsmith here. And we should be able to rush construction on those as well. Alright, so we're taking a chunk out of that. We don't have the labor to rush that construction in province. Let's go check which province. So it's at the Wolflands. So let's go head out to our labor. I think we still have some of these. We need labor over here. Need labor there as well. We have quite a lot of extra right here. I'm gonna need some at the Wolflands. Let's accept that, and then let's take some of this and start shifting it around. It's gonna cost me some money to do some of this shifting, but this is ultimately needed at the moment, so let's accept that. It's gonna cost me some gold. But that gets our labor output up to 100%. And we can now rush the construction of some of these factories. Awesome. And that puts us just marginally into the positive there. And then we can keep building some of the factories and other stuff we need as we take more settlements. Alright, so we need Mount Silverspear back. I'm going to rush towards the Skaven over here. I'm going to take this army. This army is not going to last much longer. It's kind of falling apart. Let's go push this army. Just gonna keep pushing across here, and then I need my faction leader. He is busy replenishing, but we could push back against the archway, or we could go to Fallen King Mountain. I think I'm gonna push back against the archway. Not good and bad. Yeah, so we're still in our territory. So let's move up to this point. Be able to challenge MASH on the next turn and protect our settlement. Not good and bad. We need our gold mine there. That will help out a lot because we are low on income. Let's get this stuff repaired. Well, actually, we don't want to repair that because he's standing right there. So yeah, income's a little short right now. Fortunately for me, I do have a couple of convoys out that are about to turn. In 2 turns, we're going to get a pretty good cash supply. We need to hang on to that because we are pushing our income with having all these armies around. But with those extra armies, hopefully we can capture up a bunch of territory and get some extra income. We could go look and see whether there's any quick deals available for trade. There are, and it looks like we could make some money off of these as well.
A fist fight, or
So
both?
let's balance the offer, take what we can get, propose, accept.
War unceasing.
And it looks like
Take
there are
what's
more
theirs.
trade agreements.
What? True savages.
So I'm trying to look and see which of these factions Wintertooth has the strongest rating.
Quick, before I get hungry again.
Balance that up. I have to hand them 1833. Let's go ahead and try it. Let's propose that.
Bring it!
And then let's
Your
go back
will.
to the trade. Okay, that means I'm not going to be able to trade with the others, but Sornling was, or sorry, Wintertooth was a little stronger than the others, so I wanted to see if I could pull trade with them, so that helps a little bit. Are there any other quick deals maybe we can make some money out of, like a non-aggression pact with the Poxmakers? They want military access really bad. I'm not really going to make any agreements with them, but I could see what see we can extract some money out of them. And then I don't care whether they die to Cathay either. That's just not of interest to me. So we were able to extract some money out of the Poxmakers for our own ends, and you know, whatever. I'm here for it. I'm here to hurt the Poxmakers. That's fine with me. Okay. I think we just need to get our turn ended and get some movement points back, but let's take care of our skill points here. Get Molten Core so it gets Sundering attacks. Searing Doom, let's go with Evasion so we can get to Final Transmutation. Alright. Upgrade available. I don't want those building upgrades. We have damaged buildings, but I'm going to leave that alone. We can dispatch this convoy. Let's send that convoy out to get some armaments. So let's add master, and let's look for place exporting armaments. Oh. Thought you could bring armaments in. Apparently I cannot. Dang, that sucks. So, getting armaments is not really optional at the moment. The only thing we could do is gold for raw material. Dang, that sucks. Well, I'll go ahead and do it, I guess. I mean, doesn't really feel worth it, to be honest. Whatever, I just want to get the convoy going so it'll get stronger, so I'll just have to put up with it for the moment. Alright, let's end our turn. I had actually ended up with some kind of weird game crash. I don't know if it's because of the new patch interacting with the old one, but I had to reload. This is the same turn that was ending, and it looks like Queek is going to attack us, and we're going to have to fight him off. He's got some powerful units here. Mutant Rat Ogres, Hell Pit Abominations. We definitely want this opportunity to fight him. We're going to have to use our cannons to crush his Rattling Guns and his Warp Lightning. His Warp Lightning cannon has 430 range. We've got 450, so we should be able to shut it down if we do things right. But fighting Skaven is a nuisance. Fortunately, no Warp Lightning present on the battlefield, so we should be able to win this one unless something really crappy happens. Alright, I'm about to get the battle underway. I'm going to set up a blockade and essentially not let Queek get to the escape point. It was an ambush, which I hadn't taken notice of for myself on the initial screen. So I'm going to get my forces into position, and I'm going to begin an extreme bombardment of Queek's forces here. Hopefully getting after their Rattling Gunners. They've actually taken interest in my wolves back here. It's actually fine. I'm hiding some Bull Centaurs over here as well, and if we can split up their forces, it's just all the better for me. Let's go ahead and put some bombardments down over here. If we can hold them in position for a bit longer, it's just going to benefit us. Okay, their Rattling Guns are well out of range, so I'm going to focus some effort here. Let's put the summon unit out here to mess with Queek. I'm gonna shred his armor. Alright, they put a summon back here on my artillery, or no, on my leader. It should have been on my artillery, but it was not, because the Skaven are fecklessly incompetent, which is fine with me. Okay, I'm gonna drop a bit of a nuke here. And let's go charge after the storm vermin with shield. Alright, they chase, like, they are just mercilessly chasing my units over here, and I don't know why. It's not doing them literally any good. So, that's fine with me. I mean, it's wasting all their time. I mean, if that's really where they want to be in life, that's what they can choose to do. I'm going to open up a line on Queek with my 4 blunderbuss units and try and bring him out of the sky. Or, sorry, bring him into the grave, I should say. I saw my guy in the sky, and... Alright, well, he's not as invincible as Tratch, fortunately. And we are going to mow down Queek, which should help pretty much get rid of most of the morale for the Skaven army. Finish him. He's barely alive. Finish him. Alright, Queek's down. And so now all we need to do is... Look at those forces back there. Just the entire army chasing a single unit of Wolf Rider archers. I mean, talk about singularly stupid focus for the Skaven. And meanwhile, Queek is pretty much dead, so it's good news for me. Another summon coming up for the Skavens. I'm gonna knock it out real quick. And that's pretty much all we gotta do now, is just play the waiting game for the rest of the reinforcements to make it. Oh, their warp lightning cannon just shot me. I most assuredly don't approve of that. I'm gonna move my blunderbuss back. Do I have a bombardment I can unleash on him. I don't know how valuable it's gonna be, but we can try it. Already used my summon. Ooh, that did the trick. So, alright, their warp lightning cannon's finished. Now let's just get prepared to face their reinforcements who were like literally single eye toward a Wolf Rider, because the AI is just that smart when it comes to micromanagement. They make me look good, if it's any clue as to just how bad the AI is. When you're making air look good at micro, that means you're bad. But hey, I appreciate the AI, you know. I like having someone there to make me feel better about myself. Okay, it's looking rather good here. Got everybody set up. I'm bombarding the crap out of those rattling guns. There's a huge force of monsters basically coming straight at me, hoping to use some of my blunderbuss capability here. One rat ogre down. Let's go for the... Come on, get a shot in, get a shot in, get a shot in, get a shot in. Okay, fall back. We don't want to risk a panic rout. Let's fall back just a little bit here. Alright, I'm gonna hit these units that are charging me up the gut. I'm gonna move back just a little bit here. Try and rip away any armor that these units have. And we'll hopefully just get in here and completely overwhelm them. Alright, let's get bombardments ready to go. Alright, let's focus on this. Big rats. Throw a bombardment here. Try and get in the way of their approach. This unit is almost in range, so let's target it. I'm having trouble getting a bead on that Hell Pit Abomination, but there we go. I'm gonna give it some attention on the way out the door. So, successful defeat of Queek's army, and in a quite efficient manner, I might add. Is that another... Just, I don't know, that's where we killed the abomination. So there we go. Queek's rather elite army is toast. Well, that is certainly good news for us. I'm going to take the replenishment so we can just continue to push the attack on the Skaven. We're sitting right on the edge of the territory that they just took. We're going to push them right back out. And hopefully we've got to put together some good income. And I forgot, after I had that crash, I forgot to go and take care of the diplomacy that I just handled, so I need to go do that. Let's accept that military alliance. So I need to go back into diplomacy on the next turn. Throg. Oh, never mind. I had to pay him for that. Now he's offering it, so that's kind of funny. That's typical AI. More Skaven at war with me. Fantastic. That's exactly what I need. And then Mash One Finger is going to attack World's Edge again, though my leader is nearby. No, he's going to attack that and then go to the high place as well. So Mash is living big at the moment, thinking he's rather tough, but he's actually about to go down. Another trade agreement. Sweet! I forgot to go back and do all this in the the diplomacy, and it basically got done for me on that turn end anyway. Which means should be the Waaagh. Oh, no. This is not the timing that we needed. This is not the timing that we needed, folks. I'm gonna move this army to Caradhadrin to kind of push the vampires away. Oh my gosh, what terrible timing. So I think the greatest Waaagh just happened. Yes. Oh, the biggest Waaagh. Oh no. Why? Why did I... Why? Just why? What was I thinking? I would say why, but Waaagh. Oh boy. Oh boy. So the Great Waaagh is underway, and we have just doom stacks of greenskins to take care of, like absolute doom stacks worth. Fan-freaking-tastic. And then on top of that, we've got Skaven in here as well. So this is just wondrous. Absolutely wonderful. I'm gonna cry, folks. I feel like there's... I felt like I was finally just getting control of things again, and here we go. Oh my gosh. Like, so every Greenskin faction is back, including Grimgor. His will have spawned somewhere around Eagle Eyrie, which could come and attack us, rather than, say, like Kolek or something. So, yeah. Oh boy, this is a mess. Well, I hope you all are ready for some more Greenskin butt kicking, and hopefully not the other way around in this case. Ugh, this army can't get to that cheaper upkeep cost soon enough. So we got our work cut out for us coming up here, folks. I have got to figure out a way to put an end to these Greenskin Waaagh. I think a lot of them are suffering attrition, which is certainly good for me. But it's going to be a tremendous amount of work to be taken care of here. Is he a caster? Is Power Stone. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, things are gonna get a little crazy here. Things are gonna get a little crazy. By a little crazy, I mean utterly, obscenely insane. Now, I mean, if anybody's army is up to it, it's gonna be Astragoth. I'd like to crunch the rest of Mash's army here, and that way I can head north. So let's get rid of him. And I mean, I'll take whatever little bit of money I can get. We're gonna need a lot of money, I feel like, at this point. I feel like money is gonna be too short. Fortunately for me, all these units are taking attrition. I don't know if that's just mountain attrition, but I mean, we'll take whatever we can get. So Skarsnik is back. Azag wasn't gone, but he just got a big summon. So we're going to have to deal with that. And then I've got the vampires on this flank as well that I'm going to have to deal with. Leopold von Karstein. Terrible timing for me. We'll retake Mount Silverspill. We have to protect Crookback Mountain, though Crookback Mountain has some defense. Looks like we have some Khorne rebels there, and then we've got some Clan Rictus scum units here. I've got another army moving in behind them, though, so hopefully we can push Clan Rictus back. If we can just keep the Skaven out of my dang territory for a few minutes, that would be rather nice, I must say. Let's go into our Conclave and see if there anything from an industry. Construction cost minus workload, raw material consumed. Influence gain, maximum convoy cargo capacity. Income from buildings, 25%. That could be pretty handy. We could steal that. Random artillery banner. Let's claim that seat, because that could be pretty handy. Anything else over here? Casualty replen. Casualty replen could be pretty handy as well. Capacity upgrades. That's not... I mean, if that was upkeep, that would be useful. Okay, I think I might just steal this seat right here that was giving the casualty replen. So I'm going to steal those 2 seats. Casualty replen's going to be good. That did give us quite a bit of extra cash. That'll help. We're in the positive on armaments, though not by a lot. But it should be enough to just kind of help us float. Clan Rictus does have a few decent units in this army. I don't know how many more. So we just need to be able to fight them back. Mount Greyhag is not particularly strong at the moment, but we could do that to help reinforce it a little. So I've got a few goblins, and I've got another army on the way to kind of come in and help reinforce it. It doesn't have any artillery, though, which is kind of dangerous. Artillery is pretty important for the armies, but we do have this other one around here. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end this one. It's a bit of a wild ending here, so hope you all are ready for some action in the biggest Waaagh on the next turn, because, oh boy, are we ever going to have our work cut out for us.
Perhaps you could spare me a biopsy sample.
Perhaps you could spare me some cash. Thanks. Appreciate it. Let's see. What else was I going to do? I was going to check my convoys real quick. So, military convoys. Alright, in one turn, I'm going to pick up about 11,000 some odd cash. And between 11 and 12,000 in cash. So that'll be nice to throw onto the coffers here in the upcoming war against the Greenskins. We may have to suddenly put a whole army back together again, which is going to cost a lot to recruit. So probably not a bad idea for us to be sitting on a little bit of extra cash. We're going to have to be smart about how and where we choose to defend our settlements. And speaking of defenses, we should probably be building some. So I'm going to get some defense built in these different settlements. Yeah, we've got some... We got some work to do, so this is going to be fun. Anyway, I will see you all soon with some more action in Total War Warhammer 3. Hope you're ready for it. HeirofCarthage, signing out.